Hi, Aries. Welcome to your December reading. The energy is going to be really interesting for you this month because as each of the planets and each of these energies move into Capricorn, it's going to square Chiron, that's currently in your sign. And anything squaring Chiron, like any kind of transit or aspect or relationship while Chiron is in your sign, is going to give it a little bit more of a push. And Chiron is the wounded healer. And while it's in your sign, we're all trying to be warriors and we're all trying to like stand up for ourselves and no longer, no more, that kind of thing. So, and Jupiter is now residing in your 10th house for the next year. And your 10th house is your midheaven, it's your purpose, it's the limelight, it's how people see you. It's like how you're putting yourself in the world, it's like your career and like, what am I doing and how is that affecting me kind of thing, right? So I feel like a lot of December is, it's not that you're trying to find out who you are, but you're trying to find out who you are. Maybe it's the next step that you're supposed to take. Like you're trying to figure out the next step you're supposed to take. You're basically doing everything on your own. And I feel like you think you feel a little bit gypped because you're doing everything on your own right now. And like I feel like there's a chip on your shoulder. Like, why do I always have to do everything on my own? And the universe is literally trying to show, or why do I have to, be in this existence on, like, what is the point of me doing this on my own is what it feels like. And it feels like you feel a little bit gypped. So I have the 9 of Pentacles. This is what we have so far. The 9 of Pentacles, and sorry, they're pastel colors, so they're very light. I didn't realize it's like watercolors. They're watercolors, so I didn't realize it wasn't going to show very well on camera, but I love the card, so here we are. The 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the Fool. Aries. You're going to do it anyways. I literally feel like it doesn't matter what I say. You're going to do it whether you like it or not. Like, it's just going to happen. Do you often feel sometimes that maybe you have less free will than other people? Because I feel like that a lot in this kind of energy where it's like, geez, really? Like, I have to go in that direction. I don't have a choice. Okay. And I sort of feel like that's what's happening to you right now. And maybe, it's like, why are things always happening to me? I don't want you to see it that way. I want you to start seeing things in a way where, wow, I get to have this journey. How blessed am I to be able to learn this lesson in this time of my life? Like, that's how I want you to start looking at things, because you can easily look at all the stuff that happens to you in your life and make yourself the victim of it. Like, you can easily look at and I'm not saying that that's what you're doing, but I'm saying it's very easy. See, 9 of Swords. It's very easy to get into a victimhood when you feel like it's always happening to you. And I want to tell you right now, Aries, it's not always just happening to you. Trust me, there are other people out there that are really having a hard time of it right now. And it's nobody's fault except your own. Oh man, I feel the backlash already happening. The Devil. But that's what Chiron's trying to teach you. Because even if somebody does something to you and screws you over and makes you, or like lies to you or steals from you, it is your choice how you react to it. And I know that it's not okay for people to do that. I'm fully aware that it's not acceptable. It's not morally acceptable for people to hurt other people. There should be a law. There are laws for like stealing and all that stuff too, right? But there should be a law against people. I mean, I don't understand it. I don't know why somebody would be mean to somebody else on purpose. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't have that hardwired in me to be mean. So I don't understand it, right? But that it was that person's choice to be mean to you, and it's your choice on how you react, or it's your choice on how much you allow it to affect you. You can let it affect you greatly where you're really obsessed with it, the devil, and you can let it affect you in a way where it affects your entire life. Or you can realize that maybe that person was projecting on you, or maybe this is a lesson in you needing to be patient with someone, or, you know, whatever it is. Maybe you can see it from a different perspective and not take it so personally. And I'm not trying to throw shade at you. I'm not trying to throw shade at you. I'm not trying to bark at you. Aquarius, somebody commented in the Aquarius reading and told me that I was barking at the camera. So I'm sorry if it seems like I'm lecturing or barking, but I don't, you are less than a victim of your circumstances. There were some cards that flipped over and then they flipped right back over. So I'm not going to take them, but we'll take this. You are not a victim of your circumstances, and you know that, but you have to know that to allow yourself to remove yourself from the experience, right? So down here, we have the Nine of Swords, we have the Devil, and we have the High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. The universe is giving you knowledge right now, and it's a gift of knowledge, and it's embedded deep in your intuition. And so I really need you to get out of your own way and hear it. Because there's something that's happening here where I feel like you either are seeing someone is wronging you, or you feel like someone has wronged you in some way, shape, or form. It's like I put myself out there as the Fool. I was vulnerable. I was open. And then I feel like somebody wronged me. I feel like I was hurt in some way by this person. And the universe is trying to give you the information, or source, right? Source energy, God, Jesus, Jehovah, I don't care what you call it, him, her, the energy, all that is, right, is trying to give you some information about it, but you're so worried about how you were wronged that you can't hear it. See, Nine of Swords, you can't hear any kind of intuition or information from the universe with this. You see? So let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. You're creating a life of abundance. I said that? Oh, for Pete's sake, Aries, come on. You're creating a life of abundance. The Magician and the Ace of Pentacles on the Nine of Pentacles. You're creating a life of abundance. And so you don't need to focus on this shit. That Seven of Swords, like, all right, it happened. Could you let it go already? I mean, 'tis the season to not hold a grudge. Fa la 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 la. You know, I mean, like, you need to let it go, because you can't change whatever happened in the Seven of Swords. However that person did you wrong. However that person did you wrong in the Seven of Swords, you can't change it. This is what you should be focused on. Seriously. That's what you should be focused on, Aries. Not the wrongdoing. The wrongdoing, I mean, screw it. Okay. I'm not going to take those. All right. Seven of Swords. I'm like, okay, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing instead of just flinging things around. Let's see what the Seven of Swords is. There we go. That felt better. Are you Did you do it? Did you do something wrong? Or do you feel guilty? There's something that you feel guilty about, or there's something that you, why are you putting it all on you? You cannot create anything from a Seven of Swords state of mind. So the Emperor on the Seven of Swords, either you feel very wronged after putting yourself out there, or you feel like somebody was wronged and you're holding on to that stance. I feel like you've sort of put your foot down and you're not budging. And that's going to, like, I'm going to have a problem with that, Aries, because you being stubborn like that, I'm about to drag, hold on tight. You being stubborn like that is not going to get you anywhere. You need to pick that foot up, put it with the next one. I love you guys, and so I'm going to be honest with you. Okay? The moon on the Fool. I feel like you're putting yourself out there with something and you're trying to control the outcome, or you're trying to control the nature of it. But you're not being 100% honest with yourself, with your feelings. With that moon card right there, you are not being 100% honest with yourself. And here's the thing. I mean, this reading is really all about where your focus is off. You're not, your focus should be over here on the gains, on what Jupiter is bringing to you in your 10th, in your career house. You have an opportunity right now to get a glimpse of your future. Do you want your future to be holding on to the Nine of Swords, that somebody might have done you wrong? Maybe. Because did they really? Or do you just think that they did you wrong because you had an expectation of the whole situation that you created? Or are you allowing yourself to really see everything for what it truly is? Or see, you feel like you feel very put out. Your focus is on the wrong thing, Aries. Can I please bring your attention back to all of these amazing gains and gifts and things that you can create from scratch? Now, you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini energy here, who also looks like they're very beneficial in your life and probably something solid that you can hold on to. But over here, if you're dealing with a Cancer, they seem a little flighty. If you're dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer, they seem a little flighty. But also, just because you don't know where you're going doesn't mean that you don't take the first step. And I don't know how many times I have to say it. If they are not choosing you every day, if they're not choosing you, if they don't show up for you in your life, it's your fault if you stay. If somebody's not showing up for you and you stay and you keep yourself around and you keep your energy around that person, or you keep that person's energy around you, it becomes your fault. Because they've already told you what to expect. They've already shown you what to expect, right? So then we have the Devil. And I do feel like this is going to be a month of lessons. And you could clearly, yeah, you could clearly turn this around. Oof. 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Are you kidding me? Focus is wrong. And that's going to be the name of the reading. Your focus is off. So we have the Wheel of Fortune on the Devil. There's some kind of karmic shift that's happening in your life right now. And I think that you have an option. You can either choose to not listen to what the universe is trying to tell you, because I feel like there is an inner nudge that's happening here, or there's like this intuitive nudge, and the universe is trying to tell you that you're about to get your heart broke, friends. Could be dealing with a Pisces energy too that gives you some kind of information that hurts your feelings. Or maybe you got some information from an oracle or, like a reader like me that kind of like it sort of just solidified what you already knew, basically. And what you already knew is that person playing games on you. That person is playing games with you, and you have to shift the energy. It's almost as if you made this 10 of Pentacles real when it wasn't. And there's that water energy I was talking about with the Pisces. Or Pisces or Scorpio. But the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords coming out together with the King of Cups right after that, it's almost as if you created like a happily ever after. See? That is, what do I tell you about the 10 of Pentacles? If you're going to make this 10 of Pentacles an illusion, you're always living a lie. And it's not that you're not going to be happy, because you are. You are going to be happy, but you're focused on the wrong thing. You need to focus on what you need to manifest in your life. You need to focus on the direction that you need to go in your life and stop focusing on how you've been wronged over and over and over again, because the story is not going to change. And fighting the direction instead of just taking a rest, Aries. So we have the 6 of Swords and the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. You could ignore the turmoil. You could make the choice to remove yourself from situations, remove yourself from arguments, forgive. Forgiveness is not about making the other person feel better. You don't even have to say the words to the other person, I forgive you. Forgiveness is about healing that part of you so that you're no longer holding a grudge or being bitter about something that you can't even control anyways. You can shift the energy at any time. And when you start focusing on on the gains that you need to have in your life instead of focusing on the expectations of somebody else or your expectations that you have for somebody else, when you stop focusing on that, that's when everything's going to change for you. Okay? So all of my readings are on sale. If you want to get a 30-minute reading with me, those are on sale. I am scheduling like 2.5 weeks out right now. But if you want to get in before the end of the year, now is the time to do it because everything is moving up fast. All of the jewelry is on. Oh, I don't have my ring on. So the rings and the necklaces, everything is on sale. If you'd like to get somebody a Christmas present, it takes about a week to get it shipped out and to you. So now would be the time to get that as well. Join us for our weekly meditations. They're amazing. If you can't come to the live, you will get the recorded directly after the meditation is over, and then you can watch it as many times as you want to. And yeah, I love you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your December, and I will see you for your forecast readings for 2020. Bye.